Well, hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. This is Polo, and I love making videos of dolls, toys, and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So today the time has come, and we're going to be unboxing and reviewing in detail this first installment of Barbie the Fashion Collection by RBA. Now, I have good and bad news with it. The thing is that apparently this collection has been delayed till September, which I hope that's the case, and it actually makes complete sense because all of these collections tend to begin in September and then continues with like the academic year, sort of like time period. So the thing is that I subscribed to it and I paid for the first 4 dresses, I think, and I thought that they would be sending them like each week or like in order, because so far at least 3 to 4 of them were already released in the physical kiosk shops. But then none of my dresses were actually arriving, and I had to call, and they told me that in order to save on shipping, I guess, I don't know, they were waiting for the 4th dress to be released physically, and after that they will ship out a parcel with 4 dresses, and that is how it would have been for the rest of the collection. And then I received another email saying that at the moment the collection was delayed, and so it's going to be picked up in September, and I got the money refunded, and then I believe that everyone that received this email actually got this first installment for free, which I wasn't expecting actually, but then I received the note and it was there anyway. So in any case, this first installment was actually just originally 399 euros, and I've seen in different second-hand platforms being sold for 25 euros and things like that, and it's just like so incredibly awful, like my goodness. Anyway, I think that these dresses are going to have enough quality to probably pay around 15 to even like a maximum of 20 euros, but I wouldn't really pay, like, because for the other dresses that people could actually get them in the physical store, they were reselling them for 35 plus, which is like, I mean, you know how I feel about that. Anyways, I wouldn't support that, and I would just wait for a better time to actually get it for a better price. Anyway, this first one, it's so gorgeous, and it's like a reinterpretation of the Enchanted Evening one from 1961, if I'm not mistaken. And then it comes with the dress. The dress comes with the like a detachable trail, and it comes with a stool, shoes, satin gloves, and a long pearl necklace. Now this release also came with like the pamphlet, or like the triptych sort of pamphlet that serves as marketing for the collection, and everything here is in Spanish as far as I know. I think this was like a test, and sometimes they do this. I mean, they do different tests to see how much engagement and all those kind of things. So the thing with RBA is that I have collected many things from RBA in the past in different countries within Europe, such as the UK, Spain, sometimes Italy, and then I don't know how it works in Central and South America, but I think that if RBA does not exist per se, sometimes it has a collaboration with other like similar retailer of collectible releases, such as, like, for example, I know that RBA and De Agostini have different collaborations with Hachette in France, and sometimes are able to release the very same thing under a different, franchise as such. So I don't think this is present in the US, but I could be mistaken, because the thing is, Hachette products sometimes, for example, they're released in France, but they're also released in Japan. So I really don't know how it works. What I think is that this is a collaboration with Mattel, so it's not directly, designed by Mattel, but they have the rights to use Barbie as, as yeah, I mean, as the major inspiration. And even though it's not produced by Mattel per se, and it's produced by this company or like an intermediate company sometimes, they have that sort of like collaboration going on, similar to well, how, like, for example, if you go to a Primark, or a Target for that instance, like if you live in the US, you can find official licensed products that are not created by the company per se. For example, like Disney, it's not created by Shop Disney, or it's not created by Disney itself, but it permits other, things like that. Or Sanrio, for example, there's a lot of Hello Kitty merchandise that is done in collaboration with many franchises around the world. So that is the case for these. So anyway, in here we can see how many dresses. I think 7. So these would have been the first 7 dresses, and this is just the latest, going to begin once again in September, and it's going to be one per week if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, it's going to be 65 dresses in total, and I think that's marvelous. And you don't have to just, like, if you want to subscribe and receive everything, you will get a few benefits. But if you want to just, the thing also is that if you just want like a certain dress and you live, like, this is how it happened in Spain, you could actually order it to be shipped and buying the ones you like without having to subscribe. That is also an option, but I don't think it's sold internationally. As, for example, I think they might ship to Portugal, they might ship to Italy, but I don't know. And sometimes the thing is, probably this is like the first take, and then in the UK is going to happen at the same time in September. And if that happens, then the UK will have the platform to quite possibly send to Australia and New Zealand or Canada, because of the because of the connections that they do have with these countries. So I would find that maybe Spain might be able to ship to Latin America, but I'm not quite certain. Maybe not, because I don't know. I mean, the connections that the UK have with other parts of the world, it goes beyond to the connections in between these other countries. But in the secondary market, or a Facebook group or something like that, surely you'll be able to have these. And even if it's like increased, as I said, like 5 more euros, 10 more euros, that's okay. The thing is, I wouldn't pay like $50 for any of the dresses, because I think that is too much. Even though I will try, if I collect it all, I will try to show you the quality so you can. What I didn't like is that apparently I had to wait more time than normal. Like, probably I would just get one parcel per month, so I wouldn't be able to just share it straight away. But then again, if you are those will be available throughout time. So if you wait, then I will make sure that I share all the details, and you can see how much is worth it for you to invest, even if it's from the secondary market. Anyhow, so having said that, all the information here is in Spanish, and I could translate like I don't know, as instant, simultaneously, if you wanted me to. Although, just let me know in the comment section if you really want to know more, because like there's like a whole first installment booklet with a lot of information. This is just nothing basically, but just to tell us that these designs are inspired in iconic, like for example, Enchanted Evening is going to be the first one right over here. The second one was the Solo in the Spotlight, then the Superstar right over here. Then we have the Dancing Doll Swirl, which I think is that one there. Then Crystal Barbie, which I'm not sure if it's that one over there or probably here, I don't know. And then many more, like for instance, this one might be inspired by the iconic striped swimsuit. So I don't know, I find them like really cute, and I was very looking forward to it, and I'm still very looking forward to it. The thing is, from September on, I don't know if I will be based in Europe, but if I am not, I will still subscribe in a way that maybe my friends or my relatives can still ship this out to me wherever I am in the world to keep reviewing them. And yeah, and here we have the different parts, like that is going to be talking about the whole thing. So having said that, we have, and I will just show you. So we have this booklet, and here it will definitely connect it all with like how fashion has been seen through the look or through the glasses or the perspective of Barbie from the mid-century, 20th century up until now. And that is very interesting. So here they will be talking about haute couture and things like that, which I find, like Christian Dior, very, very interesting. People that have worn things that then Mattel found inspiration in these specific moments. Then here we have, like, for example, very current Margot Robbie promotion of Barbie the movie, having a reinterpretation of the Enchanted Evening one, and then here we have the one that was created for the collection. And so here we have a lot of things that I will be reading out loud in Spanish for the Spanish version of it. And if you want me to sort of like translate it, which takes a bit of effort, and I don't know how well I can do it, because as I previously said so many times before, I am not a translator, I'm not a teacher of languages or anything like that. I just happen to know languages because I grew up in different places, and my brain works either in one language or the other. And of course, like, I'm super used now to use English and Spanish like almost simultaneously. I always record in English first and then I record in Spanish, but like my brain collapses so much when I try to translate, because it's like I'm in one mode or the other. It's hard to explain, but this is how it works for me. But anyway, I can make an effort if that was necessary, and you would appreciate it. So this is the pamphlet with all the information, and then here is how the dress is presented. The dress comes with it appears to be a design in a really nice satin material and really nicely constructed. It will have a detachable trail, and again, like, I think I mentioned this before already. So the stool, the gloves, the shoes, and the necklace. I will be taking it out, and I am going to explore how it feels, and then I will try it in one of my favorite Barbie models that I have in my collection. Okay, so just before I continue editing the video, I want to share some news, because one of my friends is going to give me the rest of the dresses that have been released so far that couldn't get because I was subscribed and then it was delayed. So I will be reviewing those pretty soon as well, and I will do it in detail, similar to this review here, before they are re-released back in starting in September. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so before I continue, I just wanted to show you how it is displayed, inside of like the package. It comes with this silver cardboard that is actually branded as Mattel or a Mattel collab, and the way it's attached, thankfully, I mean, at least mine comes attached like it's on, which is great because I prefer this so much more than tea ties or staples, so that won't damage it as much. Like for example, Disney always uses plastic tea ties, and that actually can create like a hole. Like I'm already seeing this tool being like all covered or lined on the inside with this beautiful satin, and I love it. So this is the way it is presented. I can already say that I love the feel. There's two different textiles here. So this fabric, it's more of like the stiff satin sort of like material, and this is like a more flowy satin that is actually, I mean, it's doubled, so that also feels really good. And I think this is going to be a detachable thing. This is how you can see how it's been sewn. I love that. I really love the stool with the lining in the same shade of pink, and then the gloves, which are like very standard for like any other princess has this type of gloves like from Disney store, but these are reflecting a little bit, like there's some shimmer to them. And yeah, I will be taking these from the cardboard, and we'll see how it looks, how it feels and how it looks on the doll. Alright, so here we have the final results, and the model I decided to use to sport this beautiful dress is the Brooklyn signature Barbie that came with that holiday release probably like about 3 years ago. And I gave her a semi-articulated body, not quite made to move, but standard semi-articulated body. And what I can say is that I don't think that these outfits could actually fit curvy or tall for that matter, because it's really tight, at least on this like semi-articulated standard Barbie body. So that I had to say it, because otherwise, I mean, I guess you can, but it wouldn't close completely on the back. So she comes, well, she's already she's actually wearing her original earrings that did not come with this release, and then we have the very long pearl necklace that it's an elastic one, so you can actually put it around the head really nicely, and then we have the tube satin dress that's like the main portion here. I love the way it's constructed and finished. Mine came really good in my opinion. And then the gloves, as I said, they have a bit of like a shimmery effect on them. I love the stool with, well, I think this is where it was like sewn, but again, it could be much worse. It's very soft, and I love that it's lined in the same shade of pink. And then for the back portion of like the trail, which is my favorite piece, because it's what gives that extra bit of elegance, and I love how flowy it is. I love how it folds. I love that it's doubled, so it's not just the one single fabric, and I think it's decently finished. And the way it is all together here, well, you can see it without the stole, and well, that is the necklace. It's actually hooked, so it doesn't come with snaps, but rather like a hook, which makes it a lot more fragile in a way, because it's just like the one single thread that will hold it in both. Well, in fact here it's already but anyway, there's another hoop there, and you have to do it very carefully not to tear it apart. But anyway, she's just looking gorgeous. I love it. I really do love this first installment, and I feel that the quality goes pretty well with the well, obviously this was so much cheaper, but even if this is like around 10 to 14, 15 euros, this would be quite acceptable in my opinion. So yeah, I'm very, very happy, and I hope you've enjoyed the review of this first installment, and hopefully we'll have many more coming up from September. Maybe if I can get the other ones that were released as part of like the collection that I didn't get with the subscription, I will share them with you earlier. But anyway, we'll keep in touch. For now, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I will always be so happy to read your comments and get back to all of you. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.